Hey, it's me, I'm back. All right, so it's been a couple of days. I know I was supposed to get back with you guys and do another car chronicle. Homes by Preda is here today, so I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Hope everything's going amazing for you. I wanted to talk about our next credit tip. All right, so far we've been talking about, and I have some notes here, some of the things about how to repair your credit and how important credit is to you. Remember, two things you need in life: Jesus Christ and credit. All right, so far we've talked about why it's important to repair your credit, and also why it's important to make sure that you do due diligence in keeping your credit score up and maintained. It's not just for the fact that if you wanted to buy a house or a car, but it's also for the fact that, you know, sometimes even jobs and insurance companies take a look at your credit history and make sure that you're credit worthy. It just shows your responsibility. If you're responsible about paying your bills and stuff on time, then will you be responsible about other things or other people's bills or other responsibilities? So we've talked about how to repair. We've talked about paying your bills on time. So what we're going to talk about today is reviewing your credit score and your credit history. So when you want to begin improving your credit, you have to begin with the history of it. And legally, you're entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 different credit bureaus each year. All right, so you can go to annualcreditreport.com and review your credit or get that free score every year. All right. So that's the first thing. You need to know what's on your credit. A lot of people don't even know what's on there. So it's important for you to know what's on there because you have the ability to look for information that's incorrect. You have the ability to check out and see if there are any accounts on there that are past due. And you also have the ability to dispute any information that's inaccurate. And that's really key and really important, especially if you have a common name. I mean, for example, let's give a common name. My uncle's name is James Fisher. All right. He's my favorite uncle. Don't tell anybody. All right. Well, anyway, so with his name being so common, James Fisher, or what about, you know, James Dunn? I mean, let's be real. Those are really common names, right? So if you have a common name, it's very possible that some of the information on your credit might not be accurate. Or if you are a parent or if you're a junior, maybe your parents' information has gotten rolled into yours. That's happened before. So a good place to start is reviewing your credit history. Go into annualcreditreport.com. I know that I use freecreditscore.com. On freecreditscore.com, they send me alerts whenever my credit is pulled, if I get a credit line increase, if an account is closed, if anything pops up on my credit, I get an alert. That's important. You want to know what's going on with your credit score. All right. So also too, one thing to let you know, when you review your own credit score, it allows you not only to see if there's any negative information on there, but it also doesn't affect your score as if like a lender pulled it for you. Okay. So I know back in the day, before I knew anything about credit scores, and I had friends in the business, I'd be like, hey, pull my credit, see what's on it. And they would be like, why? Just pull it yourself on Free Credit Score. And it's a soft pull rather than a hard inquiry against your credit report. So that's important. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to look for incorrect information, such as payments that were incorrectly reported late, accounts that aren't yours, accounts that should be listed as paid off, but they're not. You want to go on there and you want to look for that. If there's information on there that's incorrect, especially if you still have those accounts, you can call the creditor and, you know, give them the information that they require so that they can update your score. Next is your past due accounts. You want to go on and look and be aware of accounts that are past due. They may be late or charged off if the payment is 180 days past due or something, or it may even have been sent to collections. You also want to look for accounts that are over the credit limit. That's important. When it comes to credit, you want to make sure that, say for example, and I use this example before, but if you have a credit card and it's at $1,000, that's your credit limit, you want to make sure that it's not over the limit, because you're going to have something report on your credit report called a high balance. So if you've ever charged over your limit and your credit score has been like, or I'm sorry, and the balance on the card has been like maybe $1,300, but your limit is only $1,000, that's going to report negativity because it's going to show them that you've charged over your available credit. So you don't want to do that. All right, the next thing, dispute an inaccurate or incomplete information. And while you can do this online or over the phone, it's best to do it by mail so you can have a paper trail and show that you've sent these documentation, this documentation over to the creditor, and that you've, showed them that, the debt is not yours, or asked them to prove the validity of that debt. If your dispute is legitimate, the credit bureau will investigate your dispute and then they'll send you a response back. And that's why I like using freecreditscore.com, because I can dispute it straight through that application, give the reasoning, all of that stuff. It even allows you to upload documentation. And then they will go and dispute that information for you. And then they give you the response back and let you know what the credit bureau's response was for it. Another tip too is there's 3 different credit bureaus. You got Experian, you got Equifax, and you have TransUnion. So if you have one negative item on one credit report, but it's not reporting on the other 2, and you can prove that that debt's not yours, or that you've paid it off, or that you've satisfied it by showing the other 2 credit bureaus that it doesn't appear, and also by showing the validity of you satisfying that debt, you can send that information to one of the other credit bureaus and have them remove that negative information. So all of these are great tips. I hope you guys are not just like looking at me and saying, oh my God, what is she doing today, or what is she talking about today, but that you're actually taking all of this information in and using it for your good. If not to buy a house, that's fine. And even if you don't buy one through me, I'm okay with that too. I just want you guys to have one of the 2 things that you need in life, Jesus Christ and credit. Well, I want you to have both, but you need your credit. You really do. Everything this day and age is going electronically or credit based, or cash talks, but so does credit. And it's really extremely important for you to do the things and the steps necessary to make sure that you have a good credit rating and that everything is good to go. So again, review your credit score and your credit history. Go on annualcreditreport.com or any of the freecreditreport.com, freecreditscore.com. There's a bunch of them out there that you can use. So, and some of them don't even require a credit card for you to go in and check your score. So that's great. Look for incorrect information. If there's incorrect information, report it. You want to make sure that you dispute it. Look for accounts that are past due. Get those accounts current. You may not even remember that you had opened a Children's Place credit card and used it once and then completely forgot about it, okay? So you want to make sure that you go on there and that you look for any of those accounts and make sure they're not past due. And then, last but not least, dispute any incomplete or inaccurate information off of your report. Don't let something that's not your fault be on your credit and just let it linger and think that there's nothing you can do about it. There are things in place that will allow you as a consumer to take responsibility of your own credit report and get it fixed. All right? So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you need me, you know how to reach me. You got my number, got my website, Homes by Preda with Fairfax Realty. I appreciate your time today. Like, share the video, get the word out, let people know I'm here to help you. And if you have any personal questions, by all means, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, talk to you later. Homes by Preda.